What's up, everybody? Today in this video, I'm going to go through the progress from the last video to this video. There's been some work done here on this skateboard. There were some things that were on my to-do list that I was able to kind of check off. This is my mirror board for those who have been following me or haven't been following me. It's kind of like this online collaborative peer ref, that I love to use. Um, so there were a few things I wanted to do. I needed to gather a design that I really liked in terms of like the bottom, like the deck of the skateboard. So I went and I looked at a design. I really loved this kind of like V kind of shape from this design from another like Canucks. This is a very iconic like jersey. Back in the day, it was not the most popular, I think, back in the day. But for a skateboard design, I think it fits very well because it has like that V, right, that represents Vancouver. And so I gathered, the logos, and what I learned in my experience working on sports titles now is that lots of teams actually have a dark logo and a light logo depending on what background it's going to be put on or what jersey color is going to kind of being put on, so that way like it can pop out a little bit better. This one's just highlighting the if this was on a dark background, this is kind of the version that they would use. And then I gathered all of the different colors, like the official colors. You can search it online, and there's people who've collected these and kind of put them on there. So I did that. So I gathered a bunch of references on some designs that I really wanted or liked, and then I started doing the material block in. So let me just quickly show that. This is definitely past that now, but at one point I did have just, let me just turn off a bunch of these layers. I had, something like that instead, all right? And then I had, instead of this here, I think I might have just had, something like that. And yeah, that's kind of what I worked on. Oh, and same with like the wheel here. I think I had, where is that? Think I had, so these are the trucks and wheels. I had something like, let's see here. Yeah, I had something maybe like that, right? And then same with the deck. The deck here, I think at the very top, I had that, right? So slowly, so this was kind of like the base, right? Let me just make this bigger here. So this was kind of the base. And then now I'm starting to layer things on top. So I'm layering, the logos now. I started adding in the second material, which, I'll start to add variation and stuff like that to it on the next pass, right? Like I'll start adding the wood variations and stuff like that. I'll take a look at reference, kind of like hone in, how all these would actually look like. Um, let's see here. I started to, start adding like the Vancouver Canucks, just things around like around the wheel and such. Let me go back to the deck material. We have the Vancouver Canucks text here. Down below, we have one of the Johnny Canuck V logos, which I thought was very fitting. We have the Orca logo, and then start putting in the V logo here, which I think is going to be super cool. So that process was more of like getting the graphics in there. What am I doing? Getting the graphics in there. So we block that in. We put in the wheel, the Vancouver Canucks text, the deck Canucks text, the deck V color block in. I this is rendered in Marmoset. Let's show that real quick. And prior, the first pass of it, because of the way that I have it set up here, where it's all blown up, I likely will need to duplicate a version and move it more to the side in Painter so I can actually see how all of this kind of goes together. So that's going to be a task for me to do. No, that's not what I want. This is going to be a task for me to do. I think, yeah, let's just do that. Let's make that a task. Combined version in Painter to see it all together, right? And then we'll make it offset to the side so it's just easy for us to see. Okay. So that'll be a task for me to do. But yeah, you know, at one point, you know, without that, I got everything put or done in Painter, and then I put it all into Marmoset, and then this is what it looked like. And so things were just crashing, right? Like the logo was crashing through the trucks and all these parts, and the Vancouver Canucks sign was like crashing through. So once I saw that, I knew that I need to make adjustments to the logo sizing and the positioning of it. So yeah, so that was a good kind of reminder for myself that I need to go and do that. That I need to do that. And then on my to-do list is right now I currently have like it's being flipped because I'm like mirroring a bunch of things. So I need to go and fix that. Deck side wood variation, gotta do that. I gotta do some more grip, adding some more variation in the grip dots because in the references you're gonna see kind of like this kind of shimmery kind of texture. So I want to make sure I try and like emulate that a little bit more. It's almost like this like sandy type of texture that I need to kind of you know, just adding some more variation to that. And then I need to add some grip normal screws. So I need to add like these little screws in the normal map. So yeah, those are kind of like the things on my to-do list for the next video. But yeah, this is kind of the process. Hopefully this has been helpful for those who are just kind of trying to see how these type of the processes work. And I'll see you all again next time.